good, everybody? It's your girl Tatiana Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute since I've done a spiritual bath tutorial, and that's what I'm here for today. Today we are going to do a sensual love spiritual baño, as you may call it. Okay, so please like, subscribe, and comment if you want to see more content like this in my channel. I appreciate y'all. But before we get into the nitty gritty and what you'll need for your spiritual bath, I wanted to talk about a couple of offerings that I have for you guys in Black History Month. So it's Black History Month, and I have a Possess Your Spirit online membership. This is a portal where you can access a lot of dope ass classes from me, Akashic Record meditations, meditations on money, clearing, energy healing, tutorial classes, divination classes, and just a community space where you can kiki with like-minded individuals and really build community and kinship regarding spiritual practices and things that you can use to elevate your life. This month, I am offering 15% off new subscribers for the first 3 months of their subscription to my online portal. Just use the code Black is Queen YouTube in the discount box at the checkout, and you will be able to get access to that membership. We have a lot of awesome offerings this month, including a guided Akashic Record meditation. A lot of you guys have been asking me about past life regression classes. We're going to be doing that in the guided Akashic Record meditation. It is open for all levels, so even if you've never opened your Akashic Records, you don't know what that is, we'll get into that later. You are invited. We are also going to be doing a group healing session and a Q&A session for my class that is already in the portal, The Energetics of Opulence, which is a 10 video class on clearing your money blocks and welcoming in abundance and ease. All right, so Black is Queen YouTube is the code. Use that, and it expires at the end of this month. So you want to take advantage to be able to access those classes. If you can't make it to the live classes, we're going to have it recorded and uploaded into the portal. So there is that. So now let's get into the bath. I'm really excited to show you this. If you guys don't know, I taught a tutorial bath on a cleansing, clearing, soothing, healing bath using okra years ago, shortly after I popped out my child Sahara. So you can find that in the link description down below. I'm gonna link that down for you guys. And you actually might wanna use that bath or do that bath before you get into this. So that's another important factor. Before we do any sweetening love baths, you wanna make sure that you are cleansed, that you are essentially wiped clear, to be able to bring in and call in the love that you deserve and that you're seeking to pull out of yourself, right? And so that could be in the form of taking another spiritual bath, a baño, could be in the form of energy healing, could be in the form of using a sage bundle, whatever you utilize to cleanse yourself and to cleanse your energy. Please do that before you do this. Another factor is that you want to cleanse the space that you're in before you prepare your ingredients and your bath, just to make sure you don't have any interferences going on. And so let's get into it. In honor of Black History Month, in honor of February, where Valentine's Day is just around the corner, I wanted to give you guys a love bath. Now, people really prepare their baths in so many ways. There's like 11 ways in which you can make a bath. Various traditions have specific ways of preparing their baths and specific regimens to do before and after. I'm utilizing a system that is approachable and applicable to everybody. So please use what you know and what fits best to you. Use what works and throw away the rest that doesn't work or doesn't resonate. And if you feel called to add anything onto the bath that is particularly gaining your interest or the interest of your spirits, I would implore you to implement it into this bath, as long as it is sweetening, okay? As long as it is adding on elements of sweetness, of love, of softness, of tenderness, of compassion, and all of that. You don't necessarily want to mix in something that is traditionally known to strip, to clear, to cleanse something, with a bath that is used to call in and bring in abundance, to bring in love. Those are two separate entities. So let's get into the ingredients that you're gonna need for your love bath, all right? I want you to also be mindful of your intention with this love bath, because I'm not making it a specific, love bath catering to calling in a partner, etc., etc. You can use this love bath whether it's for self-care purposes, you want to enhance your own attractiveness, enhance your inner and outer beauty, you want to enhance your confidence, you want to be more magnetic, to be able to call in the resources, the opportunities, the lovers that you want, or you want a partner, so on and so forth. You can utilize this bath for whatever it is that you want, but I want you to be specific on the intention, because as you are working the bath, as you're working the ingredients, you want to focus on those intentions. You want to feel those feelings that you would feel as if you already have them. And you want to invoke that energy so that you are calling from the divine, pulling that energy in and down and through your hands and into the bath. If you're sloppy, if you're all over the place, you want this bath to do this, you want this bath to do that, you want this bath to go over here and over there, it's a little bit too much, right? So let's just focus on one main intention, and then you have ample time to fix a bunch of other baths for those other intentions that you were interested as well, okay? And your intention is also going to give you inspiration, ideas, and it's also going to call to you maybe different ingredients that you may want to add into the bath. What I'm giving you, or what I'm about to give you, is just simple, easy, accessible recipe ingredients that you can find essentially anywhere. And the way that you want to fix it is the way that you want to fix it, but this is the way I'm fixing it for today. So one of the first things you can acquire is hibiscus, sorrel, flor de Jamaica, however you want to call it. It is traditionally known, hibiscus leaves, hibiscus plant, hibiscus juice, sorrel, drinking it. If you guys know, my Caribbean people, if you know, you know. It is traditionally used as an aphrodisiac, actually. And so we utilize this to enhance and call in passion, to magnetize, to create hunger, lust, love, right? Yearning. And so whether this is for sexual purposes, sensual purposes, or that lust, that hunger, that quench for opportunities, you can use this for all of the above. Okay, what I did right here is simply I brewed it in hot water. I let it steep for a minute. And so you're going to be using the cool version of this water in your bath. I have some here that I made some not so long ago. And if you want to implement the leaves and add them onto your bath too, you can do that as well. Another ingredient you will want is oranges. Oranges are well known to be a staple in love baths, a staple in love rituals. Ancient times have used it as well, the orange oil. And if you think about it, orange, the color orange accentuates one's beauty. It brings in joy. It brings in happiness. It elevates. It accelerates things, right? It brings in opportunities and success and all of that good stuff. So you can absolutely use the oranges, especially the orange rinds, in your bath, because orange rinds are traditionally also known to bring out your natural beauty. And why not, right? Another element you might want to use is coconut milk. We're not going to show this company. I don't even know. But coconut milk, coconut milk is traditionally used in ATRs, practices, African traditional religions, as a staple in our spiritual baths and in other workings to cool our consciousness, to cool our spirit, to soothe and calm elements, to bring us into greater awareness so that we are cognizant of maybe what it is that we are calling into our lives and how we may be resisting that or be a resistance to that, right? And so coconuts are just awesome overall. If you're allergic to that, then you don't have to use coconuts. You can use just whole milk, or goat milk or almond milk. Just use the milk that you're not allergic to, okay? But coconut milk is the one, never the two, and you're gonna want to get it. Of course, we're gonna need to use that girl, honey, okay? Honey, sweetening additives, all right? What do we want? For a love bath, we are sweetening our lives. We are sweetening ourselves. We are sweetening our disposition. We are sweetening the energy around us. You catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar, right? And so that is to say you're gonna wanna add a lot of honey. What is a love bath without honey? Also, you might want to add some sugar. I've got some coconut sugar. You could use whatever sugar you want to use, whether it's brown sugar, white sugar, powdered sugar. Just use a sugar because what it what it does, it also sweetens things for you. Now, a lot of us, when we're fixing, a lot of us priests, a lot of us practitioners that utilize spiritual baths, when we're fixing the baths, we also incorporate these things called spiritual colognes. You guys may have heard of Florida water. You may have heard of Cananga water, Colonia 1800, or Rose cologne, or Lang Lang cologne, whatever. Whatever cologne it is, you can utilize that. I'm in Bali. I don't know if a lot of you guys know that. But that I say that to say we don't have those resources out here. So I'm going to be using a Balinese spiritual cologne. It is essentially fixed with a lot of orange elements, floral essences, and it's got a really floral punch to it. It's got a really delicious, magnetic, sensual smell to it. So you can absolutely utilize any of the spiritual colognes that contribute to your intention. Rose is a common one. Orange is a common one. Cananga water is a common one. The base of that, I believe, is Lang Lang. And so you want to use those that you feel called to. If you want to use holy water is another thing that's coming up. But holy water naturally doesn't have any senses to it, smells to it. So you just might want to use it to bless up your water. Now, what I also have are essential oils. Rose, jasmine, gardenia. These are some dope essential oils you can use. And for my love baths, I like to be that girl, and I like to use a couple of spritz of luxury perfume. So I'm going to be using a little bit of my luxury perfume over here. You don't have to do that. You don't have to go above and beyond to fix your bath. Get whatever it is that is accessible to you and whatever you may feel called. If you want to use apples, use apples. I had to stop myself from using pomegranates because I didn't know if you guys had that back home. I didn't know if it was the season, but you can use what you got. You will also need to have some spring water. The most important element, spring water or river water. Don't go breaking out your head if you can't find no spring water or river water. It could be in a bottle form. Use what you've got, even if that means you got to use tap water. We wouldn't naturally recommend you using tap water. However, times is hard. We don't necessarily live by the river anymore. And if we do, the river's not entirely clean. So I get it. Use what you've got and make do with what it is that you have, okay? You will need, you don't have to, if you want to, crystals. These are my Lemurian seed babies. I love Lemurian seeds. I love Herkies, my little Herkimers. I love citrine, rose quartz, amethyst, another Lemurian seed. I think this is an offset. Candle, not a candle, crystal. Whatever you've got that is essentially going to amplify your bath, that is going to enhance the energy of it and call in more of those energies, you're going to want to use that. You're also going to want a tea light candle, whether it's a big one or a small one. You can find this in IKEA. You can find this in a 99-cent store. Or a penny candle. This is a thick mommy. You can get the thin ones. They're easier. You're going to want to light the bottom and put it in the base of the rim or around the rim. Boom, stick it, and then serve it to your ancestors when you're done. All right? But if you can't do that, you can get one of these. If you got a 7-day votive candle, a 7-day glass candle, you can stick it in the middle because the glass won't be hitting the water. So it won't make the candle go out. You'll also want to get a bowl, palanguera, whatever they call it. It's just a big bowl. You can get that at the 99-cent store. Even if you have to get a plastic one, go get it. What I would not suggest is that you use things in your house that you normally would eat out of, that you use that to fix your spiritual bath. Go buy something new real quick, or if you're going to use something that you naturally eat out of, don't use it again to eat out of it because you don't want to mix those energies together. And last but not least, roses. All right. Roses of any kind. I am using very bright colored roses to attract the energy that I want coming to me. Bright colors serve their own purposes. Everything has its own vibrational frequency. And so these are the colors that call to me, that call to my spirit. I would particularly use white roses for like a white, calming, soothing bath. I wouldn't necessarily use it for a love bath, but you can absolutely use it. If you want to use it for a love bath, that would be a different thing altogether. Do whatever resonates with your spirit, okay? I will say that a lot of people prep their baths very differently, all right? There is no rhyme or reason as to how you should or should not be prepping your bath. As long as you follow the protocol that I had mentioned before, not mixing those two differing energies together, and just really following and listening to the court of your own spirit, your higher self, source, your elevated ancestors, and see maybe what they are telling you to put in your bath. All right, so let's get started. Oh no, psych. You're also going to want to incorporate tarot cards, oracle cards. You don't have to. This is something that I particularly use when fixing my spiritual bath because I know the energy of the card. I know how my spirits are. They like to see some cards with the bath. Don't put them in the bath. Obviously, I know some of you are going to ask me that. Please don't ask me that. Don't put it in the bath. But I'll show you later how to use the cards. So this particular deck I've been talking about for a long, long time. It is the Love Oracle of Eden. It is a Black-owned, Black-designed deck. You can get it down below in the link in the bottom. And it is really dope. It is a Love Oracle deck. So it is entirely perfect for this type of work, right? And so I'm going to pull out 4 for all the corners, for the 4 corners. And if you want to use some more cards, like in the traditional tarot, maybe you want to use a Lover's card. Maybe you want to use the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, the Queen of Wands. Hello. Whatever it is that you feel inspired to use and feel called, there is no limit on how many tarot cards you can use. Just pull with your heart, okay? So let's get started. Let's fix this bath, all right? So first, I like to use the element of air to prep the space. If you've got some sage, if you've got some resin that you naturally burn, I am using some frankincense and myrrh incense to just kind of clear the space and kind of center myself, bring me into the present moment, bring my awareness to what it is that I'm doing with this bath and what I want this bath to do. And just silently connecting with my spirits and my guides and my elevated ancestors. You could say whatever prayer comes to you. You can just connect with your heart. Everyone's a little bit different, okay? So I like to do that with the incense. Just connecting with my heart, taking a couple of deep breaths, bringing my energy into this present moment, and calling my energy into doing everything with intention and ritualistically. So here we have this water. I'm pouring, actually, before I pour this water in, I'm just going to say a silent prayer over the things that I want this water to do in my spiritual bath. You want to call out all of the elements that you want this bath to bring unto you. Water has its own memory. Water has a very intelligent frequency, and water has the ability to call more of its essence into our lives. So just be cognizant of that as you are praying over your water. May it exceed your expectations, and then just pour that in to the bath. Same thing with your hibiscus. If you've taken the moment to do your little hibiscus tea, you're going to pour in, I'm actually going to pour in the leaves with it, okay? And I ask and I call forth this hibiscus, the energy and the essence and the spirit of hibiscus, a sorrel, a flor de Jamaica. I call on you to pour your abundance and your essence into my life, to accentuate, to bring in luxury wealth, sensuality, and ease, to help me remind myself of my true essence and of those elevated ancestors that exuded this power before me, to call forth all that I desire and to allow it to come in with ease, joy, and happiness for the highest good of all involved. All of this is my divine birthright, and I call all of this to come to me in ways that make me excited, happy, and that are in alignment with my highest truth and my soul's highest expression. Okay, now you want to take your oranges, right? You want to put your oranges in the bath as well. Ooh. Like so. You want to put your oranges in the bath. And you're going to squeeze the juice of these oranges. Also praying to the essence and the spirit of the orange and to the intention of what you'd like to have this orange work on in your life in this bath. And have fun with this. Play some Sade music or whatever that's going to get you in the mood. Go smoke something. Go drink some wine. It is a love and sensual bath, so you definitely want to be in the mood of such, really enjoying the sensual components of fixing this bath, really in visualizing all of the juiciness you want to call into your life. Just look at that color as is. Like, hello, this is one of my favorite red colors. Look at that. I mean, this is sorrel and it needs a little bit more, but like, look at that. It's getting me really excited. So I'm going to be pouring in some honey. I am a daughter and a priest of Oshun, so I will be tasting that honey first. And then Yeye's approval, praying to sweeten up my life. And you could even pour sigils and symbols onto your bath with the honey. Man, that shit tastes good. And a little rum and it's done. Pour that into your bath. All right. Asking for sweetness, asking for your blessings to just drip into your life with ease, with simplicity, with joy, with effortlessness. Okay? Now I'm gonna also pour in some of that coconut milk. There is no rhyme or reason as to how much you should be pouring in on any of the elements. How many oranges you need, how many sorrel, how much hibiscus, whatever. I just use whatever the ancestors tell me to. All right, and mix that up together. So now when you mix it up together, it kind of gives you like almost like a little pinkish color. Again, praying here. Let me give you a little bit of a close up. Adding in the sugar. Adding in the spiritual cologne. Ooh, that smells so good. Adding in some of the essential oils. I'm definitely going to be adding in my crystals. I went ahead and charged these crystals beforehand. You can do that as you're fixing the bath, really allowing yourself to get into the mood and the zone. Make sure your crystals are not water soluble. We don't need anybody telling me like, oh, my selenite done disappeared in the bath and now I'm stabbing myself as I take it. Just do some research. Some crystals will completely be eaten up by the water. So don't get any crystals that are going to be eaten up by the water, aka selenite, aka kyanite, and some other friends. All right, I'm going to spray some of the luxury perfume onto my bath to bring in more luxury and wealth. And damn, this is some bath, man. And it's technically the full moon out here. Woo! I'm going to be... Thank you, roses. Thank you for contributing your beauty to my bath. I'm going to be putting some roses onto my bath now. And for every rose, you can even focus on a specific intention you want to call in. You want this experience to be sweet, inviting. You want to have fun with it. So I am just going to add a little bit more water to this bath, just to bring it up a bit. And now start mixing the bath. It's okay that some of the roses get all messy. Focusing on your intention, calling in the desires you most want, visualizing yourself and your life as you attain those desires, as you already have them in your life. I call upon all my elevated guides, my elevated ancestors, to assist me in the creation of this bath, to pour your divine energies onto this bath, to bring about the highest of all outcomes when utilizing this bath. May this bath not only bless me, but may it bless all the lives that encounter me, that are in alignment with my soul's highest expression. May this bath bring happiness. May it bring creativity. May it bring joy. May it bring love in all its forms. Oh, this bad just claimed, the spirit just claimed this ring, and I know exactly who it has to go to. It slipped right out of my finger and into the bag. So there you have it. It goes with this bag. Okay. Damn it, and I really like that ring. Oh, okay. I hear you. So pay attention to little coincidences such as that when you're fixing your bath, whether you hear something, whether you smell something other than the bath, whether you sense something, right? And really just pour yourself into it. I'm not playing any background music for the sense of just being able to offer a clear tutorial to you guys, but play some music for yourself. Really get in the mood. We'll wear perfume, get in the vibes. I call upon all the graces of Source to bless this bath, to allow me to be the supreme version of myself from all lifetimes onto this lifetime. Ashe. Somebody's getting married. Is it you? Is it you guys? I just got an image of somebody's wedding. It always gets me in the mood to do these love baths. They're so fun. Okay, my last rose. All right, y'all. You can also use other flowers if you want. I just felt called to use roses. And now we're going to light this up. Okay? You got lighter fluid in here. They always take a hot minute to light up. So you want to light your tea leaf. Okay? Your tea leaf candle or your chime candle. And salute the corners. North, south, east, west. So on and so forth. Some people might be like, in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. I like to salute the corners, blessing up the space, also preparing the bath to be presented to my ancestors. So in the name of the corners, in the name of the Mother, the Daughter, and the Holy Ghost. That's how I like to set things. Please assure that this bath is not only is successful in all areas of my life, but it is uninterrupted, secured, blessed, protected, and watched over me and my loved ones and whoever takes this bath. I'm also going to light the bottom of this little taper candle until the wax starts pouring out. Just lighting the bottom there to make it, and the top. Come on. The top don't want to light. The bottom don't want to light either. Let me see. Five. Uh-oh, the wind done took it out. Maybe it doesn't need a taper. Probably doesn't. I wanted to show you guys anyway. Hold on. should be able to stick it on there. Essentially what you would do is you would stick it on there if you do not have a tea light, and just burn the bottom onto the bath. Did this get wet? It might have gotten wet. So, and there's some interfering winds. It's okay. We're not going to stay here forever. But you guys get the gist. Just to show you, if you have like a tea, if you have a chime candle, what to do with it. Obviously, you can't put it in the middle. Unless you have a long one, then you can. Most of us can find the long 7-day candle ones. But there you have it. I'm not going to spend 5 hours on this. This is really pissing me off. There is wind coming through, so it's okay. So just to zoom in on that. Now, you can go ahead and if you have an ancestral altar, what I like to do is I like to present this bath to the ancestral altars, have the presence of my elevated ancestors bless it, talk to them about why I made the bath. I usually do this beforehand. They're the ones that give me the ideas and the recipe to the bath, so that they're not surprised that I'm bringing them something that I want them to do and it just comes out willy-nilly. Definitely talk to your ancestors before if you need them to do any workings for you, if you'd like them to do any workings for you, and offer them something, a plate of something, a drink of something, an offering, a gift. Clearly, they claimed my ring along with other spirits, so I will be offering that to them and more. But go ahead, and if you have an ancestral altar, leave it at the foot of your ancestral altar at least for a good 30 minutes to an hour. You can leave it a little bit longer. Make sure you're watching it. You got a lit candle. Don't be dumb. Okay, don't just walk away and the whole house goes up in flames. Goddess forbid. But make sure you're watching it, and your spirit will tell you how long you should leave. Your spirit and your ancestors will tell you how long you should leave the bath with your ancestral altar. If you don't have an ancestral altar, it is okay. You should have one, but if you don't, it is okay for the sake of you preparing this bath. You can go ahead and make sure you're cleansed before and go pour this bath into a bath. If you have a bathtub, I would suggest that you fill the bathtub. Cleanse yourself before you fill the bathtub. Take a regular bath, right? Don't just go into the bathtub dirty and nasty. You're going to already have your bath already set up, your body wash. Fill up the bathtub with some nice warm and cool water. Pour this into the bathtub and let yourself soak for at least 30 to 45 minutes, really reflecting on your desires. You might even want to journal or do a meditation. You can go ahead and access that meditation, calling in your divine partner. That's on my membership. Again, you get 15% off for the first 3 months you subscribe. Black is Queen YouTube. But anyway, you can do that. I don't have a bathtub. I have a regular shower. So I will be pouring this onto my divine self and really working the mixture into my body and going to bed like that. Okay, so if that is your go-to, that is your modus operandi, you're gonna want to do that and wear white clothing right after to bed. White sheets on your bed or light colored sheets on your bed, and to cover your head with a white or light colored head wrap if you're going to choose to put this over your head, which you don't have to. You can put it from the neck down or scrub it all the way up to coil up to bring in the energies, right? So people do it a lot of different ways. I think I'm just going to be pouring it up and scrubbing it up and letting the mixture soak and sit on my body for a while. And what do you do with the flowers? So you could leave the flowers, leave it at the base of a tree or put it in nature. or go ahead and put it in a body of water. If you guys don't have any of this, you can dispose of it as you naturally would and just give thanks for the elements. And then after that one day, you can go ahead, take a regular bath and just be on your merry way. And I want you to be very aware of the elements that are now shifted for you. What's different? What's not necessarily the same? Maybe you feel a little bit lighter. Maybe you feel a little bit more confident. Maybe you're doing things that you wouldn't normally do. If you're a homebody, you might want to go out to meet somebody. If you haven't, if you've been feeling particularly called to apply for a job, now is the time to do it. If someone crosses your mind and you really feel aligned to reach out to them respectfully, you can go ahead and do that. So pay attention to what shifts after you take this love bath. Really, really stay on your toes. Really stay elevated. Really stay positive. Really stay optimistic, because it's a high vibrational bath and it works as such. So like, comment, and subscribe down below. I can't wait to see y'all for my next adventure on these YouTube chronicles. And I hope to see all of you guys in my membership soon. So I'm sending y'all all the love. Ciao.